Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Sunday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side business. Welcome. Today I'm going to share with you one little trick that would make a world of difference in achieving success or not. And here's the thing. What I'm about to share with you, and you're going to laugh when you hear this, but what I'm about to share with you, you probably already know. You probably already know, but may have not apply it in this way, right? Okay. So, there's so many things that you can say it takes to be successful. But one thing, and last night we talked about the right choice. You got to have the right choice, right? The next thing that it would take is discipline. Now, Jim Rohn used to say, and if you don't know who Jim Rohn is probably considered the godfather of personal development, if not pretty darn close. He was just amazing, right? And he passed away, I think, 2010, about 13 years ago, I think, 2010, 2011. So he was amazing. And he used to always say, and this always stuck with me, he used to say, discipline weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons. Think about that for a second. Discipline weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons. Have you ever kind of wanted to do something or were going to do something and decided against it, and now you look back, you're like, oh, I should have done that, or I should have not done that, regret it? Yeah. And it weighs heavy on you. I mean, it's kind of hard to shake off and get rid of. Yeah, right. So regret weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons, but discipline weighs ounces. Now, here's one thing I got to share with you. You may think about discipline as, okay, I got to do this. I got to be disciplined about my work ethic. I got to be disciplined with my schedule. I'm talking to myself as well. I got to be disciplined with, the activities that I plug into my day, right? I got to be disciplined with doing certain things. Hey, Claudia, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. So you may think, okay, I have to have the discipline to do certain things, right? To maybe prospect 10 people a day, or make a few phone calls, or farm, or whatever it is that you do. You're like, I gotta be disciplined to do this stuff. But one thing I want to express with you here is this: the same way you gotta be disciplined to do a certain things during your day to move the needle forward, if you would, the same way you have to be disciplined not to do certain things. See, you gotta consider both sides. You gotta be disciplined not to do some things. And this, I'm talking very loudly to myself, work in progress here, hashtag work in progress, right? I'm talking to myself too. I got to be disciplined on not doing certain things. You get caught up on scrolling on Facebook, and then you're just kind of scrolling to God knows when, right? If you're joining me live, let me know you're here. I don't always know who's here, who's not here, unless you comment or maybe throw some love, heart, hate, something, and then I'll know most likely who's here, who's not. But I see people are on here, but I just don't know who's here. I think Lori may be here. I think Claudia may be here, but I'm not really sure. So you got to be disciplined not to do certain things. If your thing is, hey, you know what, I drink 6 cups of coffee, and I don't know, I have to have donuts, or hey Lori, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, now I see you. So if that's your day, then you got to be disciplined, like not to do that stuff. Maybe 6 cups of coffee is maybe a bit much, right? Or maybe the donuts, it's maybe not a good idea. Maybe the burger and the fries, maybe not so good, right? So the same way, you got to be disciplined to do certain things. You got to be disciplined not to do certain things. And I think this may be from experience, but I think it's maybe a little bit more difficult to discipline yourself not to do certain things. Because tomorrow I'm gonna talk about this, but then you talk about habit formation and things of that sort. But I think it may be a little more difficult not to do certain things, you know. I don't know. Maybe you guys can comment in the comments below and let me know what you think. Is it more difficult to to be disciplined to do the stuff that you got to do every day? Or is it more difficult to be disciplined not to do, right? I don't know, maybe that's a tough one. But so keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind as you go through your day, and you make your list, and you go through your to-do list, and then you move over those to-do lists that have been there for like weeks. I know I've done that, right? And then months. It feels like you just kind of move that to-do list, like one item or two items, to the next day, and the next day they like never get done. So as you're going through, that may be something that, you know, you may be disciplined, you may want to discipline yourself not to do, to kind of postpone and postpone. And that's something I'm working on. I try to catch myself when I do that, right? I catch myself, right? For me, it's more difficult to be disciplined to do what I should do. I think for most people, it's that way, because it's just harder to do things, you know, to push yourself to go there. Yeah, I get it. I think that's most people, but yeah, that's a good point. So as you go through your day, make sure that you keep that in mind as you go through your to-do list and move things over and get stuff done, check things off. Catch yourself of the little things that you're doing that is not helping you at all, and that is something that you got to be disciplined to eliminate. Pay attention to those things as you go throughout the day. And I always say this, I often say this, and I'll say this again tonight. You know, we get so many chances to put these principles into test or into practice, because we get stuff like this happen to us all the time. So we have plenty of chances, right? So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. And yeah, I want to know your opinion. So Lori commented, but if you're watching this as a replay, drop your comments, your thoughts, and let me know which one do you think is more tough for you. And with that, if you feel like this was worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love, tag a couple people here, share it on your wall. Don't be shy. With that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side gig. Signing off until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.